Hey Fire Peeps, I'm Melanie Florence and this is Hot Tea for the Soul. So this is the weekly hot tea for the fire element. So if you have a strong fire element in your chart, or you're looking for a reading for your passion or your drive or your spirituality, this is the reading for you this week. So I'm going to do a Greenwood reading. I have been reading the Greenwood forever and it goes with its own reading. So I'm going to do that for the actual read. But I got a few cards from a few different decks that I'm going to throw first. So, so straight up, I'm going to give us the heart and soul. So I'm going to do a general read and at the end I'm going to put each star sign in timestamps in the description so you can flick to it. Alright, what have we got for the Fire Peeps from the Heart and Soul deck? Alright, so for the weekly readings, I'm going to try to keep them sort of simple. Alright, I got other teas, I got other stuff on the menu for other things, but for the weekly, just going to keep them sort of simple so we get the simplicity of what the Greenwood really is. Right, so what have we got from the Heart and Soul deck first? This card reflects protection, freedom and success. It won't be quick or easy, but you will succeed. You are protected along the way. Free yourself of past doubt and fear and guilt. Let go of fixed expectations. Be flexible and adaptable. Open to new adventures and ideas. A higher power is trying to guide you. Right, so ask the question, put it out there, know that you're protected, wait for the universe to bring you the answer. Right? Sometimes we're like, I want this, and then before we even get it, we're like, I don't want this. We change the vibe, put it out there. Success is a long trail of being dedicated, right? Perseverance means not giving up even when things are bad. Written on a 5-year-old's thing that I found in the car park once. They really did persevere, and I really loved that. All right, so perseverance even when things are bad, because we will succeed. Just be flexible in there, fire people. All right, so what do we got for this is the Earth Magic deck. Earth Magic. Give us a little bit of Earth Magic for the Fire Peeps. What do we got? Whew. I've got a lot coming up. It's my birthday tomorrow when these are coming out. So lightning energy. Lightning energy, so change, so flexibility of change. So this is like the tower sort of energy. This is really things falling down, the blasted oak, letting go of the things that aren't serving you anymore, and real big change and changing now. Like, so being flexible in how that direction takes you. It's like sometimes we get back to our bare bones. That's sort of what these sort of cards are about. And that turbulent ocean you can see there as it's striking your emotions, there's wind in the air, the communication that goes with that lightning. All right, so there's a lot in that, but there's blessings to come. The same thing. This is like enduring the storm. Enduring the storm, you're protected for your blessings to come. All right, and so we've got a rainbow at the end of this. So we've got power and blessings in your success. Oh, nice fire, people. Okay, and I have got one. I've got the Spellcaster's Oracle. Ooh, let's get one out of there. Ooh, finding. Look. Look at the butterflies transformation and that protection of field, that boundary there that protects us. Like, and finding ourselves. This is finding your spot, finding your wings, finding yourself inside of all of this. Alright, so inside of all of this turmoil, you've found a spot for finding. You might be finding your vibe tribe, finding your new energy and your new path, but there's a transformation inside of all of this. Alright, because you will succeed. Alright, fire people. So I'm going to turn it down so we can do the Greenwood reading. So I will come back with individual star signs afterwards. Let's see what we got. All right, let's give the Greenwood a bit of a shuffle, Fire Peeps, and see what we've got. So the first card is a present state. It's where things are right now. Look at that, respect. All right, so this is respecting with things that you believe in. Every one of these wands in the background is one of your beliefs, and this is you respecting that and drawing a line and saying, this is where I believe. This is a boundaries card, but this is at the end of the wand suit. So this is really like setting boundaries and really saying, I respect where I am, how I've got here. I respect my power. I respect other people's power. Like, and so this is a real sort of taking that real step to stand up for what you believe in. Alright, so that's where we're at. It might be a new path that you're like, this is what I believe in now. Okay, Fire Peeps, what else have we got? So the next card is your spiritual mediator. Ooh. And that's like the next energy that surrounds you. Oh, the shaman. Alright, so this is finding your magic within. This is being inspired and taking that inspiration and applying it to the earth. Like, this is an 8 card, so this is heaven on earth, bringing that heaven on earth. This is the magician. So this is finding that magic shaman within yourself. So you might be respecting this spiritual energy. This is a real spiritual energy, and you can feel that magic going on around you. That you feel that you want to know old ways, and that you can bring those into your world in a real physical manner and bring that energy into your life. So really manifesting on the physical plane. But real spiritual energies with the magician, with the shaman. Alright, the shaman will guide you. He's the ancestor that guides you. Alright, so what do we consciously think about what's going on, fire people? Ooh. Alright, so we are in a world that it's time to take on the challenge. It's like we may have rested last year, but it's a spot that we need to get up and take on the challenge. This is physical challenge. This is Jupiter and Saturn clashing together just there. Really taking on that mad march ahead, but this is on a physical plane, really physical challenge. Taking on making your money, taking on, you know, getting the things that you want in life, you know, what you want to manifest because you're affecting yourself, and you feel that this is a time to take on physical action in your life. There might be a challenge that you feel you're up for taking on. What's your driving force in all of this? Excuse me. What's your driving force in all of this? All right. A new foundation. So we've gone from the 2 to the 1. All right, so this is an ace. So we're talking about new beginnings, stones, being practical, being material world. So this might be a new job, new house, new world, new direction on a physical level. You might be taking what you respect inside of your shaman and really building a new foundation. The foundation stone being the first, you know, the first part of your house, the first part of your building. All right, so building a new foundation for yourself, and a new path is the source of your power. How do you drive that? Alright, the next card is your unconscious empathy. So this is what we're consciously thinking about. What are we unconsciously thinking about, fire peeps? Ooh. Generosity. So 9 and 9. So 9's at the end of the cycle, sort of, because the 10 is a 1 and a 0. So we've got the first, your ace inside of there with the 0 being the fool, right? So that's the innocence. This is that step 4. So we're here. This is generosity. This is showing the generosity, and this is the people around you. Like, you know, this is like knowing that they're generous, the world is generous, and that you can play your love forward. Right? This is a real play it love forward, and everybody's generously flowing, and the cups are filling between people. Excuse me, air conditioner's on. Alright, so, but this is the generosity of the people around you. Here I am saying that I'm like all tea, and I don't even have some water around me today. Alright, we'll work through it. The next card, generosity. So you know that the world is generous, and the only path that you can play it forward, that there's grace and abundance around you. Alright, the world is generous with its love. That's a love card. Alright, the next card is your challenge. What's the challenge for the fire piece? Inside of this. Alright, this is a lot of ideas. This is all your frustrations. This is like feeling that your conversations aren't hitting the target, that you can't exactly communicate yourself. This is the 5, so it's of the senses, and I really advise lists at this point that you go through all of these frustrations. Like there's another card, insecurity, which is like go through them and work out what your challenges are inside of your challenge, right? Because this frustration, this is like maybe people aren't hearing you, or you're not able to communicate yourself, what you actually believe. Like there's a frustration because a lot of this is on a we're talking material and spiritual and emotional, but when we're talking about this is how we communicate ourselves in our mind and how we go through and correlate those ideas. Alright, there's a healing element. What have we got as the healing element for the fire peeps? Ooh. Out. Alright. So, I got the next 2 cards. What's the healing element? This is the pole star. So this is our guiding line. This is our dream. This is wishes and dreams. This is like make your wishes. It's very Aquarium, and we're coming into an Aquarian age, like we are in now an Aquarian age, and this is like, you know, the beginning of new ideas, new inspiration, really going for what you believe in, going for your dreams. Like this is a wishing star, make your big wishes on that star. It's your goal, it's where you're going to keep your guidance, it's where you guide. So, what have we got as an outcome for this? with all this frustration, how do we go through this? Because this is going through the layers maybe of the past of your life, and really still flicking through what worked and what didn't work, and those sort of things, even though we've got this generosity. And we're going to go through that so we can get to this, right? So you've got to go through the frustrations and all of the ideas so you can, you know, get your guide, get your guiding light. Because we're in a healing element. Alright, sevens is a healing. This is actually a stone card. This is physically healing. So maybe your shaman is that you actually really do want to become a physical healer. This is could be like we see, you know, a master here sitting here between the spirit guide and the body, and their connection between the root chakra here and this real healing energy. So this may be really getting involved in physical things that actually heal you, meditation groups, like weekends away, that sort of stuff, right? But this is really sort of healing whatever your pole, whatever your direction is, going through these frustrations, because this is healing you. What your path has gone through, you finding yourself and taking this power of yourself and this lightning change, it's here to heal you, fire people. Alright, so you might want to get involved in healing energies, right? And healing, the shaman says you may be that healer, and you need to respect that in you and respect what that idea is of you. Alright, new foundation. Alright, fire peeps. That is all very interesting. So, I love it because the green wood actually sometimes gives me, I've had give me one card from this. Oh, 6 of inspiration, that's a triumph card. So I've had this muses deck out all for the last few weeks, but I find that the green wood clarifies things, and then we'll go into the individuals. But I'm going to give you this one from the muse deck because I always have it sitting here. And this is a triumph card. This is like going and really taking on that success of your spirit and your passion and your drive. Right, so what you're going to try to do, fire people, is going to have triumphs. And it said this before, we were talking about, you're going to be protected. You're going to have success in here, and it's a slow and steady path. Right. Alright, fire peeps, I love where this has come to. I'm going to do the individual star sign, and I'm going to leave it facing down so you can actually see what's still on the table while we go through it, because sometimes it's still relevant, right? Okay, so I'm going to bring generosity down so you can actually see it. So, the first 3 cards for the fire people are going to go to Aries. Alright, Aries, what have we got? Alright, Aries. Ooh. Ha! That's amazing. This is that same card, Aries. Alright, so when I was just talking about that was success and the harvest, and that was a success card, a triumph card, this is that same card, the 6 of Wands. This is triumph of your faith, triumph of your spirit, really succeeding in your challenges. Alright, what else have we got? Let's see, because that's exactly the same card as what we just drew off the bottom of the deck at the end of that reading. Interesting. Alright, what else have we got? Next. Alright, because the world is changing. The world tree is us. This path that we go back and forward, this labyrinth, this is how we walk. We walk and then we rediscover something, and we rediscover something, we lose something we love, and then we walk back over it and we rediscover it and go, wait a second, I love that. I was attached, I'm not attached, but that's where I resonate with. And we walk back over our resonations. Over and over and over as we go through our seasons, as we walk towards ourselves. So you can feel that the world is changing. There's been a harvest and there's a success coming with this Aries. All right. One more for Aries. What else have I got for Aries? What else have I got? Okay. Okay, so we've got the round. This is really making your nest. This is really making a little success of your nest and where you're at, and finding a place for yourself in this world that's changing, in this harvest. It could be an earth element child, but we're really talking about making that nest, looking after your young, looking after yourself, feathering that nest, maybe doing some redecorating, Aries, but it really is finding that cute little abode for yourself in all of this, and this beautiful harvest and this generosity that is around you. All right, you're going to go through frustrations, go through them. You will be a success. Write them down. Write yourself some lists, Aries. Okay, next we have Leo. Leo. What have we got for Leo? One. Oh, creativity. So here we have the 2. We've got the 2 of stones being a challenge. Here we have taking on that 3. This is taking on and be creative about how you do this. It could be physically creative, making things, refurbishing, making stuff like painting, that sort of stuff, Leo. Or this could be really being creative about your money, really about being creative about how you work with your money, and how you're working on the material plane with people inside of this generosity, right? So Leo, what else have we got for Leo? Ooh, the quick fox, right? So this could be player energy. They see this as the Bachelor card, the Knight. This Knight just keeps going. He takes on the challenges. He really is after something spiritual and divine. He's really after something to connect to. You know, so he's seen as a bit of a player because he's not ready to settle down. He's really looking to keep looking for those connections and keep searching for those things that have some sort of meaning. You can see that there with the divining rod still sitting in the bottom of this. So this is being creative maybe, but also really searching, being creative with this sort of person. You may find that on the material realm that you know, you've got this spiritual vibe going on, inspired with this sort of person. Or this is you really being like looking around to what the new directions are inside of this inspiration and this faith that you have. All right, one more card for Leo. What have we got for Leo? Okay, so we've got the Hawk. So this is a different sort of Knight. They both be inspiring each other, but this is again communicating yourself, but this is clear, decisive sort of action. He is can be like, you know, really, he's not wasting any words. He really does think he's smart and presents with a lot of intellect. He really is looking to, could be a bit predatory, as in it's not wasting any time, he's not wasting energy. This guy's running around a bit like searching for what he's searching. This guy is like direct on, direct hit. I'm going for it and I'm going to communicate it that way. This could be inside of jobs and that sort of stuff. It could be that you need to be creative about how you communicate like your ideas into this faith and this rebirth and your healing and this generosity. Right, so keep going, write lists. So every time I see this as a challenge, it's time to write lists, right? So you're going to take on this challenge and you still feel this fire and this faith. Oh, you've got two people in there. There's two people sitting there. All right, so this could be two guys sitting there. Or this is you embodying both of those qualities there, Leo. All right, Leo, thank you very much for being here. The next I've got is Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay, what do we got for Saggies? Ooh. Oh, so Sagittarius, we have a reunion. We have a reunion with our heart. This is emotional. So this could be a reunion with your childhood stuff, your childhood dreams, maybe reconnecting with where you've been aiming or where you really want to go. This could be reconnecting with past lovers, past friends, family, really connecting with that redreaming inside of here. And this is a real family sort of card or an attraction card. This is leading to happiness. You know, so it really sometimes is about reflecting on that inner child with this card and your siblings and what you really did want and really looking at and achieving that and how you get that. Okay, all right, Saggy, two more cards for Sagittarius, please. Two more cards for Sagittarius. All right, clearance. So this is spiritual backboarding, like the 7 here of healing. This is a healing energy. This is where you look back at what you believed in and go, I don't believe in any of that anymore. I'm not that person anymore. I've changed. I've got new information and my spirit has changed. My spirit, I don't believe in those old ideas of myself. I'm allowed to have new ideas and I'm opening up who I am. And I'm going to clear out like old passions and old sticks that I don't need anymore from my wardrobe, right? Like, so this is really taking that and really spiritually backburning and say, I'm allowed to believe in new more things. I see the outcome of believing in new things, you know, or maybe looking back at your past and going, I believed things before that I let go of. I believed things of myself that I let go and rogue. This is changing your spiritual beliefs inside of them, maybe realigning with something from your child or re-examining and going, I don't believe it because of that. Vice versa on that one. All right, one more for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Yeah, we can look at our child and go, I was raised to believe something I don't believe anymore, or I'm raised to believe something and I do sort of believe it. I was straight from that and now I do. You can have it sort of on both, like on that one. All right, but we have a morning. Whew. So this is the 7. Again, we go 3 7s on the table now with you guys. With the Sagittarians, so this is a real healing period. You've gone through, like the good thing about mourning is it is after the event, right? So if we have gone through it, like we're on the other side, we're not shocked by what's going on. We're just really trying to come to terms with it. So there's been a physical healing that you've had to go through, and then an emotional, like and a spiritual backburning that you've had to go, and a spiritual healing. This is really talking about your emotions and going through this and doing all this so you can emotionally heal yourself. You've been going through a big, where you're having to respect yourself and your new foundation of what you've got and the real magic of yourself to take on this challenge and know the world is yours. And the frustration is the communications that are going on, but you have a path inside of this. All right, so we're going through this period of massive healing for Sagittarians with these 3 7s on the table and 2 9s to be in it all. All right, so getting back to childhood dreams perhaps, and we have the 7 of Wands in there to really clear old beliefs while we're going through this healing period for our morning inside of that. All right, Sagittarius, thank you very much for being here. I hope that has resonated with you. And if you're still here, please hit like and subscribe. And I'll be back with weekly hot tea next week. We'll catch you later. Ciao.